I got it on
On
Twitter.
the old YouTubes.
But I didn't get it
Yeah,
on
but that was
YouTube.
earlier today. Or does it send it automatically to my... Jesus, I'm behind the fleet.
Can you say the word automatically for me?
What?
Can you say the word automatically for me?
Why?
Because I just want to hear you say the word automatically.
Because giggles.
Yeah.
Is this AMSL or something?
No. Say it again. Go on.
You're putting me on the spot there.
Okay.
Just
That
say
scares me.
supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Sounded like you said audiomatically.
No, automatically.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Now, audiomatically is something entirely different.
Don't focus
something that happens
on
in a
how
German
I
car
pronounce
factory.
things. That
No.
makes me very insecure.
Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to make you feel insecure.
You know what is insecure?
Especially when you guys pointed out
without
that much. I don't
wrapping.
like that. Sorry?
No.
Putting a load on a lorry without adequate strapping. That's insecure.
Right.
An inadequate load. Oh, yeah.
Right. So your stream is streaming.
I hope so. I mean, that's how it works.
It's live. Yep.
Yeah, but you don't get notifications. Then, like, I want people that are subscribing to me that should.
I want people to love me, is what I'm hearing.
Love me more.
Oh boy.
I give you permission to love me during the following hours while I stream. I will send you the exact time and date.
Exactly.
No, I was just curious if it like Twitch sends out a notification to your followers.
That's
so
the
I was just
Twitch
wondering.
application. If you've got the
I think YouTube does as well.
It does. The answer is yes.
To
So what?
Huh?
What? Did you say
Huh?
so?
Huh? What?
Oh my god.
It's this again.
right, I need more gin.
Yes.
You sure?
Yes.
Tarragoids.
We need to get the Red Rocket drunk.
Yeah, I have school tomorrow morning. I think I'm
Ah.
late tomorrow morning.
That sounds
Did
so
I write
wrong.
them?
Cool.
Let's get her drunk. I have school in the morning. Okay.
Especially when you're as old as you are.
Yeah, well, thanks.
Okay, should I say I got a lecture tomorrow? Does it sound more adult?
It doesn't matter.
I got school. La 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 la.
Okay, that's getting freaky.
Just skipping along. La 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 la.
Okay.
I should keep an eye on my email, I see.
Why? What's in there?
Just if I get the email back from support.
Yes.
You'll be like, hey.
Do you want to read what I wrote to them?
Read it out to me.
Read it
It'll
out.
amuse me greatly.
No.
Has it got the word automatic in there?
Fuck you.
So butt mad.
He's being a butthole.
It's being a butthole.
Frameshift drive charging.
Nah, come on. Read it out.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Yeah, that sounds perfect. I reckon they'll answer that in no time.
Catching up with the fleet.
You will try.
Listening
thought
to people
Astra
coming
was the
in
one-
on Twitch. Oh, sorry,
I
Discord.
thought Astra was the one that was trying to stop planets with her ship.
Ah, well, yeah.
Oh, that's Mog.
I actually did it. I actually stopped the planet in its tracks. It was amazing. It was on a stream as well.
God damn it!
You right there, Astro? What's up? You having problems?
I did not even notice it. I was looking at the chat and I did not notice it.
Frameshift drive charging.
God.
Frameshift drive
Right.
charging.
How's your travels, Biped? How's your holiday?
It would be better if the kids weren't here.
Oh, you don't mean that. Actually, you probably
No, he does.
Okay, I don't mean that about my kids. My eldest son was terrific. My youngest son wasn't too bad. My sister's kid, we'll leave him at home next time.
Oh. So you're back
There's nothing
now,
wrong
or
with
are you
children.
Still traveling? or what?
Everything is wrong.
No, I'm still in Florida right now. We're actually going to Disneyland tomorrow.
Nice. Is it nice and hot?
It's well, I've actually got a long sleeve T-shirt type shirt on, and it's too hot for it. So yeah, it's warm outside.
Wow. Yeah, that's warm.
Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
The Red Rocket reshaped her ship today.
Yeah, I saw that. She's down to 14% hull. That's no good.
12.
3.
Oh, what happened? How'd you lose 2 more?
Engage.
No, it was at 12. It never was at 14.
Oh, I don't know. Okay, I saw a thing in Discord saying you were at 14.
Did I say that? I don't know. It's 12. I was trying to take off, but my ass crashed into the
Fuel
planet.
scooping.
Truly a
Gotta watch
tragic
that
world.
tail swing.
Disengaged.
Well, it wasn't that actually. I was on a planet and I went into like I was landed and I went into the debug cam. And I got this new HOTA set where you have to sort of press a button to go into reverse with your throttle. And I wanted to have my
4. 3.
ship in the picture as well, so I put on reverse and I zoom out basically. And then I decided to take off again, forgetting that the throttle was in reverse, so I lift off with my thrusters going up, turn my ship and throttle forward, thinking I was going forward, and suddenly stuff happened and I crashed, and before I realized what happened, I
Fuel
was too
scoop
late.
disengaged.
Do you still got a ticket open?
sent the ticket, yes. Because they told me to.
Frameshift drive charging.
I was really considering crashing again and buggy balling.
Yeah, but you'd lose all your data. Why would you crash again to fucking end it?
Well, I don't really have that much data at the moment anyway, so
2.
I just got back from the bubble. So it would not been that great of a loss. It is just the time I've put into getting back.
Where's the fleet right now? Is it almost out there?
The what?
Where's the
Yeah,
fleet?
it's,
15k from objective.
Yeah, we're coming up on waypoint 20.
Oh fuck, I'm good still. You guys haven't even caught up to me yet.
Nope.
No.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged.
Just look at the Beagle points like May the 1st, is it? April the 1st? Yeah, April the 1st.
Oh, that would
yeah.
be great.
I think it's April the 2nd. Yeah.
No.
Frameshift drive charging.
Well, according to ED Discovery, the trip ends on the 14th.
When?
The 14th of April.
4.
Oh, so it takes us 2 weeks to get back. Oh, okay.
1.
Yeah.
But I think you could do it in 5 days.
Astro Meet
Oh,
Show
yeah,
has just
absolutely.
gone live. I got it on my app. There you go. A little
Really?
bit late.
Yeah, but what I'm going to do is, on the way back, I'm just going to stop at every single system and scan the hell out of it.
Fuel
That's what I've been doing on the way out.
Until you boredom, go home.
I think I'm going to do a mixture of both.
Disengaged.
Because the thing is, on the way back, you're going to have to set personal goals. Or someone will have to take charge and set group goals. Because it can get a bit depressing if you're just... You think to yourself, oh, I've got 60,000 light years to go. There's nothing to see between here and Sol. It's just going to be a bit depressing.
There's
Wasn't
plenty.
wasn't Mindwipe setting out a return route for us?
Oh yeah, but you know, it depends if people want to stick to it or not.
Yeah, it's well, like any of us really stuck to the course to begin with, but yeah.
Fuel scooping.
I did.
Yeah, likewise.
I enjoyed it too.
I was kind of at waypoints briefly for an hour or two, maybe at each.
Yeah, I saw you a couple of times
No.
out there.
Yeah, but never at, like, very rarely at the time that I was supposed to be there. It was kind of like, okay, I'm here, nobody else is. Fight!
Yeah.
Frameshift drive charging.
Your microphone is massively better than usual. A biped.
It's because it's my cell phone.
That's what they're saying. It's a cell phone.
Crystal clear.
4.
Oh, so you can probably hear SpongeBob in the background?
No, not at all.
Not quite. No SpongeBob.
Spanish Bob.
Can't believe the Russian army uses that theme tune as a marching song.
What, SpongeBob?
Yeah. Yeah, you're not seen it?
No.
Oh,
Can
the
you give us a
Russian
link?
Fuel
What?
scoop disengaged.
Oh, I saw it on,
SpongeBob marching.
Hence, yeah. It's the
Oh,
Russian
I'm not gonna
army.
look this up.
Who lives in a blue under the sea?
I first saw it on Have I Got News for You?
Oh, alright.
It's my pretty Earth, like my pretty.
It's all gone a bit quiet in here.
It has, hasn't it? I'm just busy fiddling with.
Tumbleweed. Finish that
great
sentence.
things.
Fiddling the bot.
Server things.
Alright, there it is in the free candy channel. That is...
Say again.
There's the, in the free candy channel, the Russian army marching to SpongeBob SquarePants. It actually is a real fucking thing.
Let's see some SpongeBob. Are you ready, kids? Why?
I'm not sure if it makes them scarier or
No,
less
apparently
scary.
it's got the perfect rhythm to their marching pattern.
That's hilarious, to be
Jesus,
honest.
what?
Can you imagine like being out on a battlefield somewhere and hearing a platoon singing that shit?
SpongeBob's. Yeah.
That's excellent in a Russian accent. SpongeBob SquarePants.
Do they actually work in the weekends on support Frontier? Do you know?
Not now. It's
They
too
do,
late.
yes. Yeah, no, probably like 8 to 4, 10 to 4 or something.
Yeah. You'll get it answered tomorrow morning. Don't worry.
Mm,
Just take care tonight. That's all.
Oh, absolutely. Don't do anything foolish.
Yeah.
so don't drink and drive.
Don't do anything foolish.
I'll be parking up
Yeah.
just to be on the extra safe side.
Yeah. Carry on drinking and stop playing. Maybe.
Yeah, but then there's no point of me being behind my computer.
You could be there talking to us. There's always a point.
Yeah. Keep us company.
Like I don't even have my computer here, and I'm still talking to you guys.
Actually, we love you, my bit. I reckon if you carry on flying, just don't land the surfaces. You'll be fine. Jump scoop, jump scoop.
I don't know, man. I've had accidents with that jump scoop while drunk.
That's less fun.
You're at 100% on everything
Well.
else. Yeah. Keep going.
Push
Well, if I
push it real
explode,
good.
then I explode. Then I'll just rage quit the game.
Well, make sure you cue your mic so we can hear it.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Keep the stream open, okay?
Oh, you guys are so nice.
We try.
And it's from the heart, we can assure you.
I really feel it.
Oh, come on. Don't be such a Debbie Downer.
Don't be
How
a
would you
downer.
feel?
That's
I would feel the same. But you haven't heard from Frontier yet.
that's racist.
What, Debbie Downer?
You're offending someone's sensibilities. Triggered.
What about
Right,
Diane?
I'm gonna make another drink.
Oof.
What?
Drinking to cope.
This moon orbits in 0.7 days.
Fairly fast.
I really like this gin.
Chin chin.
I don't think I've ever had gin. Of all the spirits in the world, I think that's one of them.
Think
I
of
don't
it
think
as
I've tried.
aftershave.
Or was it quite perfumey? Right.
No.
No, it is.
I
Because
don't think so.
yeah.
Made of junipers, isn't it? Junipers and bits of
It's bitter.
I'm not quite
I guess
sure.
a bit.
It always reminded me as a kid of aftershave, especially when you mix it with tonic water and a bit of lemon.
Is that your little yacht? Bloody hell. That's big.
I'm not really sure why, but every time I hear gin, I always think of, your mother was a hamster and your father smells of elderberries.
Right.
I think it's
Someone
from Monty
hasn't
Python.
watched. Yep, that's the one. Someone has not watched Monty Python if they don't know what that means. Filth. Treacherous filth. Your mother was an hamster.
But I mean,
I
I
waved
watch
my
Monty
private part in
Python.
your general direction, you English pig.
Nah, the Holy Grail. Can't remember every line, I mean.
You haven't watched it enough then.
The Knights
I
of the
guess
Round
not.
Table is definitely sort of the best part. We're the Knights of the Round Table. I'm gonna have to bring that up now. You've brought this on yourselves. Not the Knights of Knee.
Strawberry.
I love the one where they do the drill sergeant again, and they go squad, camp it up, and they do that little
They have so many great sketches.
Go on YouTube, supply me with the Knights of Camelot.
Cheers, guys. I
Chin
drink
chin.
to you.
You're very good health.
And not so good armor.
And, oh, bit soon, bit soon.
Where did I put the There it is. Right. I'm not sure how loud this will be, so prepare your ears.
Wow.
You can't stop me.
Home. Let us ride to Camelot.
Oops.
Power has gone to her head.
That's what you get when you drink.
I was in the channel on my own and I had
ISO.
Monty Python going on.
What?
How dare you subject me to such torture?
Damn it. It's still going. Too much fun. What the fuck? A bunny humping the pillow?
Oh, it's so annoying when hotel staff do that. It really, I'll call me a miserable old bastard, but if I see that on my bed when I come into the hotel room every night, I
Frameshift drive
instantly destroy it.
That's pretty much what me and the kids were doing. And the funny thing was, Tyson, my youngest, he actually jumped on the bed beside the rabbit, and the fucking thing's head came right off. It was fucking hilarious. Okay, so I'm uploading another picture. Tell me what you think this means.
This means sweetie.
Shh, you're not supposed to tell them what it really means. It says douchey. I
Where
got
are
one
you?
from my ex-wife. That was in Cockrell, I think, or something like that.
Okay, what? Are you in America or still?
Well, I'm in America now, but that was in one of the Caribbean islands. That's mostly Dutch.
Nah. Yeah, that's what I figured because it's a Dutch word. Sorry. I should stop. Damn it. I'll turn down the sensitivity. Is this better?
Yeah, perfect.
But that is very weird that they would put that word up like that.
Why?
It's like an street word. It's not like, I don't consider it like proper Dutch, douchey. It's like gangster. Why have that in big letters on the street?
It's like the thing down there. I actually got a license plate for my ex-wife that's got it on it.
Ugh, it's so cheesy.
Yeah, but she's pretty douchey, so it works out.
Like, it's, I don't know. I do not approve of that. What? Oh, nice.
I actually got to say, out of all the places we went, Grand Turk was by far the best. Like, the water there was just the right temperature. It's a tiny island, so it doesn't get really hot. You always got a really nice breeze coming across the island. We went snorkeling, and like the amount of fish that are in that water is ridiculous. The snorkel guides, they had like bags of bread basically, and they'd throw it into the
Oh,
water around you, and like literally you're attacked by the fish in the best way. Like you could literally reach out and grab them.
such a bad thing.
Bread is pretty much poisonous to most sea fish anyway.
Landing gear deployed.
Wait, well, really? Why is it poisonous to the fish?
It's the yeast in it.
Oh, that makes sense.
Flight assist off. 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 Flight assist on.
Pretty.
Can I talk now?
Of course.
Bloody Dutch women.
I know a very rude song about a Dutch woman.
Go on.
Sounds fun. What is it?
It's from Derek and Clive. Do you remember those?
Who?
Derek and Clive, aka Peter Cook and Dudley Moore.
No, doesn't ring a bell.
Is that like Andrew Dice Clay and his dirty nursery rhymes?
Oh no, they're more fouler and more crude and
No,
disgusting.
I don't. Do you know who Andrew Dice Clay is? Have you ever heard any of his stuff?
I'm afraid I haven't.
I
Here's the
guarantee
thing.
you it's not ruder than that.
I'm really horrible with names.
Or I bet you it is.
Okay, well, because I'm in a room with children, I won't say it out loud, but I will type out one of his rhymes into the Discord chat.
Right, and I'll do the same with the Derek and Clive one.
That was an evil laugh.
Oh, you've never heard these two? Oh, that was absolutely vile.
Sounds like my kind of humour.
Yeah, Derek and Clive. Yeah, do keep. See if you can YouTube it, or very crude. Robbie's heard of them. That's where we learned to swear properly.
The artist got.
Hickory dickory dock. Right. Oh, well, that's mild. That's quite mild.
That was basically just the first one that come to mind and the one that I actually knew all the words to.
I've just typed out one of Derek and Clive's little ditties. And there's like a little tune that goes with it.
That doesn't even sound like you could turn it into a song.
Oh, yeah. He goes, I knew a girl from Amsterdam. She shoved her cunt up full of clams. She
Whoa.
was a very Oh, yeah, that's how they were. Well, basically, what they did was they went into a recording studio with like a crate of whiskey or whatever and just got so drunk. And they made records and all sorts of things. And that's one of the songs I remember. Is it? Yeah, no subject was taboo. Everything was discussed.
Are they still alive? Can we invite them into Discord somehow? They sound like they fit right in.
I think.
Actually, I don't think they are.
I think
Dudley,
they both
Dudley
died.
Moore's not. No, Dudley Moore died. Yeah, he was
Peter
actually.
Cook died as well.
Dudley Moore was actually a better blues singer than he was an actor. But if you say Dudley Moore, most people will think of him in Arthur and stuff. But
That's it. Yeah, an
people thought
accomplished musician.
Yeah, people thought he was a great actor. They don't think about his music. It's only the people that actually saw him from the music side to actually realise he was actually more of a musician than an actor.
Oh, absolutely. Have you ever seen him star as Dr. Watson in The Hound of the Baskervilles? He composed all the music to that film. Absolutely, you sort of see him playing the piano. Genius.
No, I can't say I have, but then, like I said, I did actually. At one point, I was Oh, many years ago, I was travelling a long distance and I was listening to his biography on the radio, Radio 4 or something. He's got a pretty interesting life, or had an interesting life.
Oh, he certainly did. I read the biographies, and I can't believe how much Peter Cook used to lay into him. Because going back on the Derek and Clive when they were in the studio, his mum just say passed away from cancer, and Peter Cook was trying to sort of turn it into a joke sort of thing. She said, "Oh, remember when your mother had cancer of the arsehole?" And yeah, he battled through. He's belittled by him. Oh, is this where Sir gets Jolly Beatty?
Well, I'm so glad I didn't come into this system in the wrong direction. That would have been horrific. The line of stars. Interesting.
By the way, bye, Pat. I didn't think you'd be back till next week.
He isn't. He's still on holiday.
Then why is he on here?
Because he's on
I
his
missed you
phone.
guys, and I wanted to come say hi.
Oh, well, thanks. I'm back at you.
Trust me, I was pretty pissed off on the boat when I found out that the Wi-Fi didn't actually do anything. And even when I went and talked to the IT guy and asked him, like, the very highest level of service that you could get on the boat still didn't support BBM Messenger or Discord. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you guys?
That's
I
like
don't.
90
No,
kb a
I
second
don't.
at most.
I use BBM Messenger because it has some really interesting features like the oh, what the hell is it called? Glimpse. So you can actually like be tracked and shit like that. I've got another friend and we talk on BBM all the time. It is a fairly good app for that kind of. It's better. Like you can do data calls better than fucking Facebook. That's for sure. And I'm not bringing her into TeamSpeak or Discord. Fuck you guys.
No problem.
No, not at all. Like the internet on the boat just sucked. I actually can't believe how bad it was. Like don't offer a service if it actually is that level of shit, really.
That was the 70s for you. Well, was it 60s or 70s? I can't remember.
You probably find it was 70s.
Mind you, his biography was quite good. I think it was Tragically I Was an...
You cut out there for me.
Oh, I was just saying, Peter Cook's biography, Tragically I Was an Only Twin. It's quite a good read of his rise and fall, where, you know, when he first brought the satire into London. That Oxbridge set.
Right. I have to restart my thing to
Landing
make
gear
it
retracted.
a bit for friend.
Do you want chips for that or milkshake? You're seriously cutting out there.
Couldn't
Well,
catch your words of it.
Am I still not making any sense?
Fries?
He sounds
you
like
hear
Stephen
what
Hawkins on
I'm
Smack.
saying? Do I?
Yes, you do.
Nothing. Why? It's my room. No, I'm just writing and I'm just chilling, getting drunk. Why? Just chilling to music, getting emo on my last. It just stinks.
Discord was being DDoSed again. Is that what's happening?
Do I still sound
Yes, you do sound like you're a robot. DDoS, like I said, they've been getting attacks all week long, and it's brief periods. It's like you were talking like 5-10 minutes at most, whereas it will just go down randomly. Well, when I say randomly, it seems to pretty much happen at the same time.
I wonder what sort of pleasure people get out of doing that.
Frameshift drive charging.
Well, there are people in this world who enjoy those that shit on them in glass tables. And therefore, there must be people in this world that enjoy just ruining it for other people.
Yes, that's very true. Different strokes for different folks, I suppose.
Well, I must admire him. He's trying it. You know, he's trying to communicate.
Am I still on Smack?
No, you're fine. You come down.
Right. There's a reason for that. It's because I'm adjusting traffic class rules. Do I still sound like I'm on Smack?
No.
Good. Then that means I've got the traffic class right.
And what does that mean? Because I'm not very, as you say, technically minded.
So I'm using... I have quality of service running on my gateway, so it controls the rate of traffic for different kinds of traffic. So if you get it in the wrong one or don't assign enough bandwidth, it doesn't work.
Ah, right. Okay, I understand. Because then we've just been upgraded. We've got this new router, and one's 2G and one's 5G. Is that the similar sort of thing? One's faster than the other?
Kind of, but not really.
Also, Artifacts' voice isn't as clear as it was. There's still a bit of discrepancy there, and I'd say the quality's lower than it, you know. But it's. I can discern what you're saying. Yes.
It's probably traffic
Like I
rules
said, there's
still.
a little bit of warble there.
Yeah, I have a feeling it's dropped me onto a lower quality of codec. Well, this is the problem. It's trying to tune me being able to talk to you and receive stuff from you whilst also getting a controlled upload for the Twitch, amongst other things.
Just do what I do. Like I said, I'm on a very low bandwidth. I don't have any viewers because of that, but hey, well, you know, if I see something interesting, my Twitch will suddenly flood full of people and take a look, and then I'll go again. That's just, you know, that's because my bandwidth really does suck the arse. Well, I've been streaming now for 4 hours, and my drop frames isn't that bad actually. I'd say it's 0.1%.
0 for me, fortunately. I think it's VBR though, so it'll never drop. It'll just make it look like crap instead.
By the end of this journey, I'm determined to learn or understand at least 25 to 30% of what you guys talk about.
Well, some of it's got nothing to do with Elite Dangerous.
Well, exactly. No, exactly. I like to broaden my horizons and learn something new every day. But it is like a foreign language. It's a whole new world I don't know anything about.
Do you want me to teach you about traffic control and quality of service then?
Well, I'm all for learning everything, because you never know when the conversation at a dinner party is going to switch to things like this.
The quickest and easiest way to imagine traffic control and quality of service is really to imagine that your network is a motorway. And on that motorway you have lots of different kinds of traffic, no surprises there. But there are certain types of traffic that you'd like to prioritize, i.e. the police, an ambulance, that sort of thing. But you can't do that easily, in general, but you can do it fairly easily for networking, because you mark certain kinds of traffic as being important. So the way that quality of service works, you imagine you've got your motorway. I work out how wide the motorway is, i.e. how fast my network goes, and then I put a bunch of rules that classify traffic into certain types. Then I say, of the full motorway, how much each one of those can take, up to how much each of those classes can take. So I could say that normal traffic can have 50% of the motorway, but they can't have any more. Or I can do all of those rules, they all add up to 100%, and it means that in any circumstance, if there's no traffic on your motorway, and I've set it so that they can only do 50%, they will still only be able to do 50%. But it depends on what kind of traffic control, because some of them will say their minimum is this instead. So I could set it as a maximum, so you can only have 50% of the motorway. Even if it's empty, they still can't exceed it. Or I could set it as a minimum, they get a minimum of 10%, and then I have all those add up to 100%, and those minimums are enforced, so that, say, you'll never have less than 10% of the motorway allocated to emergency vehicles. But if there's no emergency vehicles and there's no other special types of traffic, then your normal traffic will take up to 100%. It just means that when there is other kinds of traffic, it enforces a minimum amount for them. So it depends on which ones you want to use. But that's the basics of traffic control.
Traffic control. So what happens if you assign 10% of your lane to emergency vehicles and you get 20% coming along? Would that automatically push the boundary up?
No, it can't. So that would be congestion. No way around it.
Right. Right. So it's all clever stuff, isn't it? I mean, I'm just lucky. I just push the button, and it works. And
Most of it
that's
works
all.
on the principle of the minimum. So it will say at minimum you will have 20% of the bandwidth. So doing normal operation, there aren't any emergency vehicles, let's say. So normal traffic can go at full speed. They can go at 100% of the motorway. But the minute there's any emergency vehicles, they get priority up to 10% as a minimum, or whatever it is that you've set it as.
It's so hard
But it
to
allows us
believe
to prioritize
that's-
stuff like VoIP.
yeah, that some person actually figured this out, sat down and discovered it and invented it and built it. It's absolutely amazing.
Well, it's ultimately not that. It's not that difficult so much as it's just esoteric, and you build upon different layers and so on and so on. It all builds up. But like on the motorway, it would just be like painting your traffic a certain color and then saying, "Sorry, you're the wrong color. Piss off." You have to wait a while.
So kind of similar to like a carpool lane.
Not really. Is that? I thought carpooling is just where you share cars. I'm going in the same direction.
Well, no, it's usually just if you've got more than 2 or 3 people in the car.
Yeah, carpooling I know as is carpooling is we'll go to the same work, so I pick you up from your home. On Monday I drive, Tuesday you drive, and they just oscillate. And they go around in a sequence, sharing.
Well, I just know on my way down here, we got to drive in the carpool lane for a while because we had like 6 people in the car. We don't usually have those in Canada, so it was a very different experience.
The carpool lane is definitely a class to traffic, that is. Definitely. On the other hand, what they're trying to do with a carpool lane is sort of twofold, which is I want more people in these cars, which removes cars off the road, and I also give them an incentive to do so by making it go faster.
Exactly.
So you get less people in cars, or, well, technically you get more people in less cars, which helps.
Because isn't there someone that puts dummies in their cars to make the car look full?
Yes, yeah, that does happen.
I'd be one of those people.
Oh, there was actually...
You'd be in trouble if they picked you up. That's the same as before. It doesn't matter what type of traffic it is. It all goes under the same classification, as it were. Yep. It's fire and forget. I control the gateway. I don't give a shit what protocol you send it in. I can just hold onto your packet until I let it go. It doesn't. It also doesn't care.
Landing gear deployed.
Yeah, you're under the impression that the traffic shaping thing actually gives a shit. It doesn't. If you're trying to send something and it doesn't want to let it go, it doesn't care what kind of traffic it is, it doesn't care if it's UDP or TCP. It will hold on to the stuff and release it in sequence, as it were. Your application, on the other hand, is sat there going, what the shit's going on? I'm not getting anything. Well, depends on what timeouts you've got, but yes. But if it's things like BitTorrent, who cares? If it's VoIP, then you'd be in trouble. But then that's why we always prioritize VoIP above everything else. That's the whole problem never really occurs, because the whole point of the traffic control is actually to prioritize the stuff that would be having problems, generally. Well, no, because VoIP is UDP. Like, VoIP is definitely, or at least is almost certainly always UDP.
So when you're doing the traffic shaping, is it more so just the IP that it's coming from, or what are you actually trafficking? Like what decides on that?
You can do it by source and destination ports. You can do it based on what the IP it's coming from, what IP it's going to, what type of traffic, if you're actually doing packet inspection. Like packet inspection, if you're doing deep packet inspection, it will look at the traffic, it will deconstruct the packet, and it will decide whether it is BitTorrent traffic or VoIP. So if you don't like BitTorrent traffic, you could block it or completely drop its priority. Whereas VoIP would still, like, it would look like it, but it would packet inspect and then go, no, that's VoIP. And then it would say, actually, highest priority.
Well, with all the torrent stuff going on and them trying to put a block on it, why don't they just do traffic control on it and block it right out?
They can, and they do. The problem is classifying traffic, because VoIP looks like BitTorrent, and in some cases is BitTorrent. So the problem is then you're having to do packet inspection. You're having to look at the contents of those packages to look at what's in there. So if it's BitTorrent, you could go in and go, well, that's a media file. And there's where your problem comes in. Is your gateway is having then to deconstruct traffic on the fly, classify it, and then prioritize. And you can do it, but you need very good hardware. Pretty much. It's the sort of thing that ISPs will have, and you will not. But then the ISPs also record everything that you're doing anyway, so... Huh.
Yeah, then just go back and look at it whenever.
In the UK, they have 2 days to look at the contents of the packets. So in the UK, GCHQ records apparently 2 days worth of all traffic going in and out of the UK, as in its entirety. So not connection logs, actual traffic. So they have 2 days to look at that, because that's the longest amount of time that they can record for, which is 2 days. After that, they'll still have connection headers and logs and all the rest of it for probably several months. Connection logs, you can just assume that they have those permanently.
Well, once upon a time, the entire collective computational power of Box Hill was doing just that. And then, I don't know, they shut that system down, and now they've moved to something even faster.
Yep.
And if you look at the underground structure of Box Hill, it goes on for miles, and they were all full of server hardware. And just for recording traffic coming in and out of the UK. And now it's been switched to somewhere else, so, yeah.
I do. The name of the place that does it's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't remember what it's called. It's the place where they do all the signals intelligence anyway. It's got a metric shit ton of satellite dishes. It's off in the northeast, I seem to remember. There's also another place down in the south, but anyone really surprised?
No.
Stick a box on every cable that comes in and out. Easy peasy. Even the Americans have them. Which in one case, I think they referred to it actually as a black box room. AT&T got caught putting one in for the government, where they actually fiber split. Pigtailed off the fiber into a black room.
What prevents them from keeping the data for more than just the 2 days? Is that like a legislation thing, or just the sheer amount of data?
Volume of traffic. Yeah, they don't have the storage for more than that. Like, the amount of traffic that goes in and out of a country in 2 days is in the order probably of at least several thousand petabytes or something absurd. If hepta, I think, is the one above peta, but I can't remember. You have to bear in mind that in a good day, I could probably chew through maybe 30 to 40 gig. That's one dude.
And that's actually not that much. I've gone well over 100 gigabytes in a day.
Well, it depends what you're up to. Like, if I was downloading a new game, then I could easily get it up to 150.
Well, I know when I get back from this trip, my laptop is going to be probably downloading about 250 gigabytes to get everything back up to snuff where it was. At least.
You are syncing things, by any chance?
Emma Wahua?
That sounds like backups to me.
No, it's like going through and getting all the old games that I have and everything else that just, like, I'm wiping the computer clean and starting fresh.
Yeah, that's definitely going to pull quite a lot of traffic to begin with. You can always back up the games from Steam, you know.
Now, I want the entire hard drive wiped right clean. I'm going to do, like, a boot format and everything else. It's going to be clean as can be.
Why not just partition yourself a drive? I say a drive. Partition yourself a partition on the end of the drive. Stick all the stuff in it you want to keep. And then format the rest of it and reinstall in the remaining space. Normally, when I do installs for Windows, I'll do at least 2 drives or 2 partitions. One is the storage of stuff, and the other is the OS. So I can just wipe it whenever I feel like it.
Yeah, but I don't trust that the games that I already have downloaded aren't corrupt in some way, shape, or form, so it's just better to start absolutely from scratch. I've got unlimited download bandwidth anyways, it doesn't make a difference.
If you've got solid state drives, it'll still be faster to save it.
I've got a 4-year-old laptop.
Well, that's a clusterfuck.
Yeah, I guarantee it doesn't have a solid state drive in it.
No, I was just thinking, with something that old, I'd probably just throw it out and buy a new computer.
No, it's running quad-core i7s. It's still a good computer. It's got lots of power.
And then I'd just probably put Linux on it instead.
Yeah, I actually thought about that, but there's so much compatibility issues, it's not worth it.
Well, what do you use the laptop for?
Gaming, just basically Elite Dangerous for all intents and purposes right now.
Do we even have a Linux client for this yet? Because it's
No.
like the one thing that's holding me back from just converting to Arch Linux on everything.
No, I
AKA,
don't think there's anything
fuck
for
you,
it.
NSA! If the NSA could break into my encrypted Lux partitions in Arch, I'd give them a beer.
I think it's really funny all the shit that's going on right now with the iPhones and how the FBI and everybody else wants into them, and Apple's just basically fuck you.
Well, they can't compel speech, which is their argument, is they want them to write something new to basically backdoor it. There's American... you're Americans, you've got loads of weird, interesting rules and rights. The right to bear arms, etc. One of the rights basically says you cannot compel speech. The government cannot compel you to speak, aka Fifth Amendment.
I was about to say, yeah, it's Fifth Amendment, I think. I'm Canadian, by the way. I'm not American.
Thank Christ.
We have a totally different set of fucked up rules.
Yeah, you just decided to completely destroy your entire industry of research, development, and science with the last guy.
Yeah, pretty much,
Your
yeah.
current
Well,
guy,
that was what he
current
chose.
guy's unfucking things currently.
Trying to, yeah, but there's a lot of shit that's so... It's kind of like if you get rid of a police detachment and go to some other type of police form, then you decide, oh shit, that was a really bad idea, let's go back. Well, you already liquidated all of their assets and everything, so going back isn't quite as easy as going to what you originally did.
Can't backtrack now. That's got the things that piss off politicians the most. You're saying I can't backtrack and I have to commit. Shit. But Apple's not wrong. Their argument is basically, and the FBI is saying, we need this to get in, and they are lying. There is no doubt about it. They have lied. They are still lying, and they are continuing to lie to pretend that they need Apple to get them into the hardware, which is not true. It's categorically untrue as well.
From what I understand, the new iPhone's pretty well unhackable. Like, there are ways, but it is one of the most difficult things you'll do on the fucking internet.
For a nation state, it's a piece of piss, believe me. If your phone is on, and the nation state gets their hands on it, you do not have encryption. You do not have protection. You are fucked.
Yeah,
If
that's
your
what-
phone
that's
is
what I was
on or your
thinking.
computer is on, you're done. Cracked. You have no chance. If it's off, there is no person on this planet that can crack it. Well, assuming you actually chose a sensible password.
Yes, because I often thought, what's the big problem? These experts, in the intelligence, I thought they would have been a piece of cake to them, getting access to this technology.
It's also, what's even more amusing is the fact that it's his work mobile, right? It's the terrorist's work mobile, which he didn't destroy, unlike his other mobiles, which he did destroy. So what they're going to find on there is nothing. Because he would have destroyed it, like the rest of his mobile phones, if it had anything on it.
Yeah, that's what burner
But
phones are for.
ultimately, it's a bit of a joke anyway. Like, because from what I heard, they managed to get their hands on this work phone with it turned on, so it shouldn't have been a problem. And then some jerk off turned it off. Some dickhead turned it back on and then tried to break its key code by just putting in loads of digits. Obviously, the Apple phone will then wipe itself if you put too many in wrong.
5 times, you're fucked.
Now, here's the really fun part. When it's turned on, it doesn't matter if you're encrypted or not, because all they do is they pull the running encryption key out of the RAM. Doesn't matter. They have the key now. You have lost. Right. If your machine is turned on when they get their hands on it, they have you by the balls.
Well, seeing that you're
In
really into
fact,
this
for
thing,
for many, many years, the FBI and the other acronymed agencies have perfected the art of freezing computers whilst they're turned on to force the RAM to stay active. So they freeze your computer while it's on, or they power splice the computer. So they literally cut into the cables at the wall. So for your power cable, they will splice a connection to it and force it to stay turned on with a uninterruptible power supply as they then bungle it in the back of a van to take it off to be frozen. And you say you say this is insane and you can't do it. I could do it if I wanted to. It's not even hard. You ever had one of those air canisters that you use to blow shite out of your dusty computer grill, etc., etc.?
yeah.
Turn that upside down, spray it on the RAM, and it'll freeze it. There was a bunch of academics that did this a long while ago. They basically showed that you could within fairly good certainty recover pretty much the encryption key from any computer by just making sure that you freeze the RAM and then pull it out, put it in another computer, and just pull it out piece by piece. And even if you don't get the key, you've got enough of it to basically crack it within short order.
Okay, question. This is something that I had heard, and I don't know the validity behind it, but I had heard a rumor that apparently, so long the battery is inside the back of your cell phone, even if it's turned off, they can still get a GPS log on you somehow.
Sort of. Not likely, but yes, you'd notice if they did it, but very probably yes.
Some phones that exist, yes.
I got a reply.
Basically, from what I remember, the firmware in use on your phone, obviously you think it's running Android or Apple OS or whatever the hell you like. Ultimately, there is a subset of chips on every single phone that those OSs.
What a butthole. I said, hey there, thanks for getting in touch. I does this feedback. I can definitely see how this could cause issues. I'll pass you suggestions. Fully repair your ship you and wish you a safe on.
Told you they would. I told you that when you tell them the truth, they will repair your ship for you. It's if you're doing it
But
over and over and over and you're taking the piss, they'll say no.
no, but I think it's because of
And yes, I mean part of it is it's a known bug as well because this reversing.
he
Yeah.
suggested I would sort of put it into like feedback on the bug type. Make them suggest.
How's it going, guys? Guys. Riffy.
Can I respond to that? I just logged out to breathe.
So what happened? I saw like 12% hull or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Wait,
What did she do? You
you
slam
can
into the
see
ground really hard?
you can see what I did. This is the message you wrote. Been brutally honest, but it's quick. I can't reply to that anymore. I can't like say thank.
Oh man.
No, I said, did this resolve your issue? So let me check. It's on camera if you want to see what happened.
That sucks. I'm glad they fixed you up pretty good though. That's good.
Right. I'm still at 12% though.
YouTube is the future of streaming. Lols.
Still at 12%. Ship.
I said they fixed you up. From what you linked me.
This is the message. That's what I just. It's probably a good point. Can you hear me now? So it's probably a good thing that my husband made me sort of put in some actual proper feedback towards them about it. So some sounds like a bug, but it's not really.
I wanted 3% back, and they gave me 100, and I was like, okay, thanks.
Yesterday, I accidentally damaged my ship a little bit at the waypoint because I've been going crazy. And no, I just accept it. Come on. It's only 30%.
Are you bitching about me?
Well, no, not about you.
No,
More
you
like
flew
No,
into
no,
a
you
star
just-
if
just
DP John got
just
his
so you
fixed,
could-
then we'd be like, hey,
Yeah.
goddamn been here.
I mean, as we've discussed, you succumb to a potential bug because the whole debug camera being, the throttle sometimes does reverse itself.
Yeah, well, it always does that.
Landing gear
And
retracted.
it's been discussed before on the forums, and therefore it must be a bug. Perhaps it's one of those that you can't repeat over and over and over, and therefore they can't fix it. I mean, this is something with Frontier and Elite
Well,
Crew
I think
is
it's
a case of if they can't reproduce the bug to laboratory conditions, then they won't use it. But they'll still acknowledge it being a bug.
I mean, it's not like a bug because you can always do it. If you reset, if you set your throttle to reverse in the debug cam and go out of your debug cam, then if you start throttling up, you're still in reverse, even though if your ship goes forward. It's just how the game mechanics work right now, and that is just an issue. They should remove that. It makes no sense that they are connected to each other.
They should set it so that you have to use the, arrows on the keypad or something.
Yeah, or they
Or
just separate it
completely
from each
remap
other.
it.
Yeah.
To be honest, anytime it's spectator view, they should think about, initializing a remote drone view or something like, a limpet camera or something. Because this outside view, you're having to use your joystick to control where everything goes.
I just
Unless you're in
haven't thought
debug,
through
where
the
you
debug
can
camera
then,
mode.
yeah, I mean, it's just unless you're in your if you're in your debug mode, then you'll move your ship around with your joystick and your controls. It's just a pain in the ass. I mean, they haven't thought through the camera controls properly in this game.
Pretty much. And we're still using it for YouTube videos.
Right. My hull is still not repaired though. I don't know if I should stay offline or.
You'll be kicked, don't worry. You'll get a transaction failed, and then 5 minutes later your hull will be repaired, and it'll be,
Right.
You're relieved though, aren't you, Astro?
Yeah.
Oh well, it's
No, but
in
now.
the process of
Yeah.
Lyncher!
And it told me.
Lyncher!
Hey guys.
Commander Luna. Sounds like a female to. But I should judge Commander.
Commander Itchy Nipples.
Commander Sloppy Puppies.
I'm not sure I want to know what that means, if it was translated into a real life thing.
I can fall asleep peacefully now.
Righto, chaps. 9:30. I've got to log off now. Early start tomorrow. Have a fantastic evening, and we'll see you soon.
Yep, see you later.
See ya.
No, I've arrived at my intermediate destination. Is my stream like 2 hours delayed or something? I wasn't flying it. There's like an incredible delay on my stream. Like we're talking several minutes. Still says I'm in Glychu. I haven't been Glychu for like 10 minutes.
Well, it's probably because of all the tweaking you've done to your stream in terms of your network.
It's unlikely that, because it's prioritizing the stream rather than anything else.
Yeah, but you don't know what the pipe between you and the Twitch server is going to be like.
This is true. It probably means I haven't turned on thingy mode. Because there's
Thingy
a mode
mode?
to reduce lag between...
Low latency mode.
It's a real
I
mode.
like that one. Thingy mode.
Thingy mode.
I'm going to have to pause it and restart. So stop streaming and start streaming. And I hope it catches up.
Do do. Do do do.
Because it's still having me in the system where I found an Earth-like scanning, and that must have been like half an hour ago or something.
Oh, the noise?
Oh, that's epic, that is. Half hour ago.
it's
wow.
Ratchet.
What's up, Biped? How's it going, buddy?
Not too much. Or no.
Did you have a fun cruise?
Oh man, the cruise was fucking awesome. The first night was kind of a bitch because they were fucking like hauling ass. We were doing about 28 knots, I think, and the
Holy
boat
shit.
was just fucking heaving. But the rest of the cruise was absolutely spectacular. Even one night we had what was it, 30 knot winds, and they were coming like broadside, and it still like didn't do very much to the ship. So I don't know what the hell they were doing that first night, but the ship was just going
It
crazy.
sounds like on the first night, the first officer forgot to turn on the bloody stabilizers.
No, actually, what it was is before we were allowed to get on the boat, they had to do a full sterilization because somebody on the last trip came down with yellow fever. So they actually had
that's
to
fun.
entirely sterilize the
Shit.
entire boat, and it was 4 hours late leaving. So they had to make up that 4 hours.
Good lord.
You know, the thing
Yellow
is, right,
fever?
Have you,
fuck?
have you seen the stabilizers they have on those cruise liners? They basically have giant underwater wings, like on a plane. In addition to
Yeah.
that, they have absolutely enormous... I don't even know what you call them, but in effect, they're just jet ski engines on crack in the bow, and the bows of the ship to just jet out to keep it stable all the time. So they were either going absolutely balls to the wall and the stabilizers couldn't keep up, or they turned them off because they wanted to go faster.
I'm guessing turn them off to go faster because that's like
Just-
I've never
I
heard
don't-
of a cruise ship going that fast.
20. No, they can haul ass.
If they want to, but it
if
costs
they
them
want
lots and
to.
lots of money.
Yes.
Because its fuel consumption on those things is honestly
Astronomical.
You would not believe it. It is insane the amount of fuel that they use.
I was
that's
actually talking to the captain about that. It's rated at 10 gallons of fuel per foot.
Sounds accurate.
It's not bad. Compare that to some of the oil liners on the other
That's
end.
true.
What's the startup time on one of those? Several hours.
Yeah.
Stopping time in the order of an hour. They have to come into port very slowly. Because those things, they have unbelievable amounts of inertia.
They usually have to have tugs help them.
was no
They'll have them. Yeah, no, I'm saying the oil tankers.
Well, the cruise ship actually, it surprised me. I didn't realize it, but apparently every port you go to, they actually send a pilot from the port that actually launch or
Yes.
docks the ship for you.
Yeah, that's standard procedure.
Standard practice for the big ships.
Yeah.
They will send the pilot to you. Because you don't know the port as well as they do. Is
Pretty
the hope.
much. Yeah, that's the hope anyway. But yeah, that's standard. That's standard practice. I'm just about everywhere that I know of anything that's any decent size gets a pilot sent to them.
Mm. Unless you're feeling really lazy in your yacht and you're like, please, send a pilot, please. Can't be asked.
Pretty much.
Orbital flight.
But yeah, I
engaged.
think getting that kind of service is actually kind of expensive.
It's a bit of a interesting thing from the point of view of the dock when they're sending some of their dudes to go and pilot a if not multi-billion pound vessel.
Yeah.
That they've specifically probably never driven before. That's kind of the part that gets me, because it's like, I know that they don't know the port, but they also don't know the ship. Like, it's kind of,
Well, the
what do you
thing
want to know
is-
less about?
Well,
They probably do know the ship from a sim. They probably spend literally all of their time just practicing in simulators.
They know the ships relatively well, based on simulators, because most of the ships' bridges are relatively standardized for the most part. I mean, they all have, some of the same basic controls. But most of the time, the pilot isn't actually piloting. He just directs the person that's piloting where to go, because he
Oh,
like
so he's like a guide.
yeah, he's a guide.
Unless
a lot
they
of
start
times,
fucking up, at which point he hits them in the face. And...
Yes. Usually
Get
they
off the
send
controls.
port pilots to guide the ship's pilot or whatever, and like, oh, if you go down this way, there's enough draft and everything, so you don't have to worry about grounding out or whatever kind of bullshit, like, oh, during this time of day there's a certain current, so you have to make, certain exceptions, like how you want to pilot the ship around and everything for the current or the tide or whatever kind of bullshit. They usually just go there to help guide you for the most part. So they don't necessarily have to know the ship in and out, but they know the port in and out really.
You guys, have you ever been into a system where the planets orbit in a totally different plane to each other?
Nope.
Do you want to see one?
Absolutely.
I've not seen this before. This is crazy.
What are they orbiting? You get out there for me.
The sun. They're orbiting the sun, but they're all, if my orbit lines are to be believed, they're totally different.
Oh yeah, I've seen that before, yeah.
That's weird.
How old's the system? It's probably really, really young.
Let's have a look. System. No, info. Give me info. 1,890 million years on the star.
Damn, that's really old. Usually it's not that late in the system's life that you see that.
But yeah, just come and look at these lines. They're all over the place.
Strange.
You got one going round in as you would normally expect. Two of them going down at an angle, another one going in at a different angle, and another one at a totally different angle.
What am I supposed to be looking at?
You see the orbit lines, dude. Let me
What
just check
orbit
my
lines?
stream.
What are we talking about? You didn't link anything.
On my Twitch, you spaz.
Well, I didn't know you had a Twitch.
I've always had a Twitch.
Well, I mean, I missed the discussion, I guess.
Goddamn Americans.
Hey, I didn't know it either.
I'm not an American, you fucking stupid British bastard.
Well, you're Canadian.
Alright.
You should be sorry.
Well, you're in hyperspace, so I can't see anything.
Oh, hopefully it's just dropped you into the same one. Yeah, it just has. Just take a look at the orbit lines.
Alright, you just dropped out.
So apparently Discord doesn't like it when you push the push to talk button as you're going to a link.
Generally, it doesn't. Oh man, you have two R9 290s?
I do.
Wish I had two, I only have one.
Let's see what FPS I'm getting.
Yeah, you weren't kidding.
They're
like fucking all over the place, aren't they? Weird. Damn it, Twitch, can you just continuously play and stop buffering, you piece of shit?
See, one of the problems I have at the minute is I'm not in Crossfire at the moment because I'm in borderless mode. Because it's much easier for me to send irritating audio when I'm not in full screen.
What's this Fork Huntery thing? That's new, I haven't seen that yet.
That's just my own group of retards that play Elite Dangerous together.
Wait, not our group of retards?
This isn't you guys, this is from before Candy Crew was even a thing. The Four Cunts has been around for a very long time. There's four of us.
He gets to cuss without cussing, and it's awesome.
The idea of the logo is that it's no fun hunting a fork, and unless it's camo, difficult to find. Combat fork. If you say it really fast. The reason my Twitch is 18 and above. Say four cunts really fast.
You don't need to. We know.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Mike Hunt thing.
Yeah, it's like the Michael Hunt hurts.
I like the fact that when I've linked I've linked my Twitch into Discord, it has the giant ass alien with the laser gun
I thought it was
wearing a
Furby.
crown. It kind of is,
Yeah,
but
I
it's.
thought it was.
Have any of you guys played Dikembe Mutombo's
No.
it's the Old Spice game. Dikembe Mutombo's like Week to Save the World or whatever.
No.
No. It
Nope.
kind
See
of
if I
looked.
can
It
find
looked
it.
like a Pokemon on heroin to me.
I always figured it was a Furby because that's what they kind of look like. And
Yeah, that's
Furbies
true.
are fucked up, so it kind of goes along with this whole thing.
It's not a Furby though, because it's the Flurby from Old Spice's Dikembe Mutombo's 4.5 Weeks to Save the World. Like this is years old now. It
Yeah, that's a
also
lot of
had
words that I don't understand.
well, Dikembe Mutombo's the dude, and he had 4.5 weeks to save the world. This was coming up to the year 2000, was it, or something? I don't know. It was a long time ago. Oh no, it wasn't the year 2000. It was the Mayan New Year or whatever it was. The Mayan calendar ran out.
Oh yeah.
And don't say things like that to me, ISO, because I will actually go out and I'll just buy the domain.
And I gotta say too, that
Hello.
whole Mayan thing was the biggest laugh ever because most people didn't realize we've only actually been using leap years for about 400 years. So the big day that everything was going to be destroyed, that actually happened several months before.
Like, I can't even find. This is how sort of esoteric and retarded this game is. I cannot find a copy of it anymore, and I can't even remember if it is Flurby or not. I'm pretty sure it's Flurby. There's an entire level
Kinda
where
like
you
my
had to
old-
fight the Flurbies.
It's kind of like that old game Simant. You can't find it anymore.
Gosh darn it, sir. This shit.
Simant was fucking awesome, man. You be the spider and eat the other fucking ants.
No, I wasn't
wanna
talking
see-
about that. I was like trying to enter something and it like. Never mind. Whatever.
Like, Dikembe Mutombo's 4.5 Weeks to Save the World also featured Science the Bear.
Science the bear.
Like, Old Spice Saves the World doesn't appear to be a website anymore, so the closest you get is that YouTube video. Oh wow, I forgot how loud this was. Oh my god, how loud is this? I swear, the guys that worked for Old Spice to make this game must have been on acid or something the entire time.
Probably.
Here they are. Here's the goddamn Flurbies. Oh yeah, Science the Bear and Random Turkey. It's Blurgy. There we are. Fucking Blurgies.
And this was like a real legitimate game, but some basketball player actually lost. Like, kind of think that would fuck up somebody's career.
Dikembe
Kinda, sorta.
Mutombo. What the fuck?
I tell you, I bring you only the best shit from the internet.
It's like 35 minutes long? What the fuck?
It's the whole game, dude.
Holy shit. The fuck? What is he? Is he throwing newspapers?
I think it's candy, depending on what level. Like, this entire game is just insane. I remember playing it to the end and just thinking, I have absolutely not wasted any time on this.
What drugs is he on? What is going on?
Bearing in mind, this was a serious advertising campaign from Old Spice.
Holy shit, dude. There's so many drugs happening. Oh my gosh.
I found myself a turd planet.
It's not a potato?
Not this time. Goddamn children love blurgies. It was also their way of avoiding litigation from Furby. Blurgies are clearly a different thing.
Okay, question. You've heard about all the rumors with Furbies that work without batteries? What's the deal? Saying that you're tech boy.
My point of view is Furbies without batteries, that didn't happen. That's just conspiracy tards.
No, I have visually seen it myself. I was there in person when it happened, and I confirmed myself. There was no batteries in that fucking thing, and it was definitely moving.
You're imagining things.
They're just fucking
That
evil.
never happened. It never happened. Alternatively, the Furby's channeling Satan directly. Have you ever seen a Furby with its skin off?
Actually, yes, I have.
I've set one on fire. Does that count?
See, that's even worse. Is that one guy?
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty.
Hello. Yeah, it's difficult to get a word in there. Jesus. The fact is such a chitty chatty person, doesn't care if you try to say something. It goes on. I know how you feel. Talking about furries. Okay. So my ship hasn't repaired yet, so I guess I should wait until tomorrow and see. Haven't.
Landing gear retracted.
I haven't closed the ticket, so I guess just hit the hasn't solved my issue button and I'll have another. Yeah. Be afternoon. Oh, the red one or brownish red one.
Landing gear deployed.
Rearranged my stripes. Are you watching my? Oh, voice got picked up. It's annoying. Hello. Right. Are you watching my stream or is that someone else? Oh, sorry.
Flight assist on. Flight assist off. Flight assist off.
Such a
Flight
nice,
assist off.
unique color
Flight
palette.
assist
I
on.
don't think I've seen that a lot.
Flight assist off. Flight assist off. Flight assist off. Flight assist on.
Are you starting to dislike the asp? Okay.
Flight assist
Alright.
on. Flight assist on. Flight assist off. Flight assist on.
No, that's not what I want. I'm so happy I don't have to go back to the bubble and buckyball again. Yeah, and then I sort of skipped on a lot of other applications I had, so I can't do that again. So it would take me a lot longer to get back. What? Why are you linking me the Old Spice funny commercial? Right. That's so nice. Yeah. But to be honest, I don't think I've really met other people that just like to explore for the prettiness. Like maybe like Obsidian Ant or Shibuka stuff, they seem to really appreciate it as well. But those people seem uh, you're not appreciated. Oh yes. It's just a galaxy. It's the not the nebula. I am. You're not watching. I'm watching it myself, and I guess another person, since two people are watching. That means I thought it was you. Oh, ooh, spooky. Tried to fidgety around with it a bit, and suddenly I saw I got an email. I haven't set Outlook up on my desktop, so I have to go into the webmail to check my mail. On my on my laptop, I have just Outlook, so it's much easier. I feel having all my emails because I have so many different email addresses. Did you see what I wrote you about? I connected my YouTube to Twitter, and it started automatically tweeting that I was online streaming. Actually, if you saw my message about Twitter out of YouTube automatically tweeting for me that I was online. I don't know when I wrote it. Anyways, you can connect your YouTube to your Twitter account, and that seems to then automatically tweet to your YouTube. It takes a while that you're online with the link and everything, which is quite nice because I used to do that a lot when I would go on Twitch. I would tweet live type of thing. Yeah. Let's have a look at that. Let me find that. No, it was in YouTube. I said that. I connected them. See, it tweeted again for me now, automatically. Fantastic. Wait. Um, channel. So many buttons. Oh, you can also connect like a website and everything. That's cool. Communities. Where the hell did I go? Fuck. You found it? Where did you find it? Oh, you're breaking up a little bit. Accounts. Connected accounts. Okay, I found it as well. Right.
Incoming hail.
Hello. Hello. That's very annoying.
Landing gear retracted.
Hello?
Frameshift drive charging.
I'm still here.
Engage.
It's so weird. Your voice is so different. Ah, it is. Hello, I'm a robot. I think someone doesn't know where waypoint 20 is. I'll show him where we are. Oh, wow, I can zoom out more. See, right here is where the bubble is, where a lot of people are. Let's see, power play. Hey, this little piece of bubble. I am all the way over here with about 1,000 other people. And we're going right here, and the end goal is, I think, here, Beetle Point. Sorry for the live commentary. I have to change something about the sounds. I feel my audio is very... They should... If you have the voice gone, the game effects should be lower, I feel. The sound effects. Yeah.
Four, three, two, one, engage.
Oh. Oh, I don't want to jump. I guess he hasn't heard of the Pistons World Expedition. Jesus Christ.
Fuel scooping complete. Fuel scoop disengaged.
Right now I feel every word is tricky to say. I should stop drinking.
4, 3, 2,
Woo!
1.
Party! At the other side of the galaxy. I feel like this galaxy is getting too crowded. I need more galaxies to explore. What the fuck was that? I don't know, suddenly very loud noises came from you.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Alright. Like a dog barking-ish? Yeah, it really was. Did you feel like we need more galaxies to explore? Too crowded. I've accumulated so many people in my friends list. We could just see them everywhere on the galaxy map, I feel. Scoop, scoop. So I have a viewer who hasn't had any taps on Elite Dangerous.
Frameshift drive charging.
So Elite Dangerous has made the Milky Way 1-to-1. And right now the trip we're taking is gonna take us about 3 months.
4,
We have a month to go to get to the end point of our trip.
engage.
And they have some mathematical evidence. I guess they reconstructed the Milky Way. And that's what we're exploring right now.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged.
And they just have implemented with the new expansion that you can land on planets that don't have any atmosphere. So basically rocks and moons and stuff like that. So you can now also drive around planets.
Frameshift drive charging.
They will implement later on also where you can explore planets with an atmosphere, meaning there will be like plants and life forms and stuff like that as well, I guess. So it's a massive game. It's huge. And most of it is basically empty in the sense of that little bubble you saw, that is where all the human race has expanded to. And that's a tiny, tiny bit of the galaxy. But I guess majority of people stay in that little inhabited space and bounty hunt, trade, do missions and all that kind of stuff. And some people like us, they go out exploring and looking at pretty things.
2, 1, engage.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Discord is down at the moment and we're talking on the voice-con in-game and it's not super good quality. But usually we're on Discord. Then you should be able to hear other people talk much clearer.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
You're mumbling.
Frameshift drive charging.
You don't really want to hear him anyway. He's a grumpy old man. Just kidding.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Shibuka has liked my tweet. Nice. I've been trying to get him actually to come join us in the Candy Crew channel. He hasn't replied on that. Yeah, I like his videos a lot. Yeah, he has a very nice voice to listen to. Very soothing. And I feel like, you know, his commentary is also very nice and well done, I think.
Fuel scooping complete.
I think you could do that as well.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Just put in some fancy words and... Oh wait, I've actually... where do I have I saved that? It's in, wow. Alright, well you could link it to me on Skype, I guess. Oh, suddenly it got a lot clearer. I don't know what you did. Yeah. Yeah, it just, you got clearer, your voice. Hold on. Large thumbnails. Did I save it? I thought this, like, you know, I'm looking into improving myself all the time, and then I found this thing. I thought it was very interesting in sort of writing English, I guess. It's silly. I sent it to you on Skype. Oh, I think this might be a water route. Let's check this one out. The chat. No! Yeah. Yeah, I can. Okay, let me move this in my public Dropbox. I don't know. It's rather silly. I find it handy. I haven't used it yet, but I want to, I don't know. Wait, where are you? There. There you go. It's just, I don't know, words to use instead of very. No. It just, I think it was interesting. You would maybe not, I would not use, like, out of the blue. That's really. I saved the picture. I came across it one time on the internet. How did you make me moderator, actually? No, I found it out as well, but then I tried to write your name, but that did not really work. What? Yeah? Ah, set user as moderator. Yay! There was also there's some 3 dots next to the bar where you just type, and then you can set add remove moderators, and then you just put the username in, but that didn't seem to find you. Message retract. Sure, I wanna look at the BBC. I think you have a lot to remove. It doesn't really work on those private chats. I've been actually gone through it and removed my part. I can remove your part. Such a pretty planet. I like water worlds as well, actually. I like blue planets. Feeling gassy, huh? Look at this water world. Right, let's turn off the things and go in the back camera. Yeah, Jesus Christ. Well, in space it's not that scary because you can go backwards while in hyper thing. Super cruise. But it does give you problems because if you reverse and you throttle forward, even though you can't go backwards, you're not going forward either. So if you're in a sticky situation, you're screwed. My husband had that as well, where he took some damage from that. Where he wasn't moving forward and yeah. But I really hope they're gonna do something about it. No. Cool. This looks. Red rocket! Yay! Should make me a jingle. And I don't want any blackjack and hookers in there. Right. I think someone is in his. I think someone is having a midlife crisis. What? Really? How does that feel? I don't know. Does it bother you? I guess it doesn't help me teasing you with it. Oh. Wait. I'm almost screwing up here again.
Landing gear deployed.
I'm sorry. I just tease you. Ooh. Oh wow. I'm such an idiot. Oh god. I don't know. This looks creepy. How do I make this stop? I accidentally touched my mouse. And I've never really done that. The whole time I've been exploring, suddenly my camera starts moving around my head in the cockpit. So I was freaking out. What? My mouse does that?
Flight assist off. Flight assist on. Flight assist off. Flight assist on.
I can easily just look around with my mouse. I did not know. I did not know that. Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah. I'm ashamed that I didn't get any proper picture of that giant giant of the planet when I crashed. I have nightmares from that place. I don't dare. I don't think I'll dare to touch down until I'm repaired. I mean, I'm still not repaired, so. No! It's scary down there. Oh. No, this is new. Because I have moved my mouse before. To go outside, to go to windows, to my screens. So why is my mouse... I can't move my mouse towards my other screens. Right. Get my mouse back. Yay! Oh. I wanna go there. Right. You're having a lot of fun. Oh no. No problem. Miss Riding B, you're alright. But my mouse has not done this before. This is kind of annoying, actually. Look at that. Maybe not, actually. This is pretty awesome. That's big sun. He's confusing me. You should go to your contacts list. I'd find it much easier to select the stuff that has been dropped and selecting it. Did they implement something to fix your hull as well? Can't write anything while I'm super cruise. Do you consider it cheating that I get my hull fixed? Oh, that's nice. Aye, so. Do you think it's cheating that I get my hull fixed? I'm just asking, I'm wondering. I mean, the game worked as intended. Yeah, they're not working. I'm just wondering if people would feel like I'm, I don't know, cheating or, oh, you're a girl, you get your hull fixed so easily. I don't know. People might. Huh? Yeah, that's right. Oh, that's so nice. What is the gravity of the planet? Well, hello there, Shiny. Oh, the sun is so bright. Yeah. You should turn off your lights. Oh, that's so awesome. Look how bright the core is. I miss, I don't know, living in the suburbs. Just in real life, you know, I'm living in a city, you know, and stuff, so you can't really see stars. And, you know, I grew up living in the suburbs, and at night I would just lie in the garden, in a garden chair, watching the stars all night. Yeah, I know. No, I actually don't. It's very difficult to see any stars where I'm right now, so. What? Ah, you're talking to me. Control. What? That would be so awesome. Right, switches. Right. Quick count. Direction. Joy 5. I don't know what that is, but should be. It's not doing what I want. God damn it. It's kind of irritating that if I touch my mouse, that my camera is my face in the game is moving. No, not options. Without controls. I don't know how to turn it off. I think I've pressed a button or something. Targeting weapons cooling. Your ISOKIX button. Focus on the panel. Head look. I need to look around. Just got that. Assume. Oh, thank God. I fixed it. Thank you. Oh, wait. That was just a high metal concept one. What? From me? From what? From YouTube? Yeah, I saw. It seems to take my, wait. Oh no, it still sends another one. What the fuck? I just connected my YouTube channel to it, to Twitter, and I don't know. I have to look into all those settings and things you can do. Yeah. Because it seems very standard. Spamming my Twitter now. I don't know if I want that either. Yes. Yes. It's just my ship was bitchy. It's a little bitch.
Landing gear retracted. Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3.
I really hope Discord is still having gracious. I might lose a lot of people, to be honest, to that. If it keeps on. But I don't know if they can do much about it, or... Yeah, you do? Oh. Okay. Sorry. I did not ask anything. Oh, that's a nice takeoff from the planet. That looks very nice. Yeah, well, a nice shot. You should probably note down when you make nice shots. When, sort of. So if you ever want to make a highlight, you don't have to watch everything. I'm full of good ideas. So, if your TeamSpeak is private, what's the point of having it?